What's up guys, Abe here, and today we're going to be reviewing some of our replays from Master Duel. Now some of these are a little bit old, I will say that, and a lot of them are short because since I am playing all the duels early on, I did play Master Duel. But nonetheless, it was just great, you know, when the game first started playing, because the first deck I made was Mermails. So I just want to show some of the replays where we played. Like I said, a lot of these were not, like I said, are not that long, but probably the best one is going to be the last one, which we use Phantasm Spirals. But let's go ahead and jump right into the replays. So like I said, I was playing Mermails, the first deck I made. This first deck, or this first play, you know, obviously we're going to be going first. They made us go first. We always want to go second with Mermails. But obviously, you know, I'm going to take the Maxi challenge. I was like, screw it, let's do it. And then from here, I'm going to try to search, but then they had Ash, and I was like, bruh. But it's okay. The good thing is we get the chain block, so at least we get the Dragoons, you know, even though we do have Deep Sea Aria in our hand. At least we get the Dragoons so we can get, like, Megalo or something, whatever we need. So right here, we activate Aria, get Minstrel. We obviously summon an Neptibus, send the Dragoons for costs. We get Heavy Infantry, and then Dragoons, we get to search again. We'll get the Mooling Glacia. So we're like, screw it. Let's go ahead, look at their hand. We're like, oh damn, we're playing Sky Strikers. Get rid of the engage, even though it's only till end phase, but it is what it is. So we'll just go into Abyss Glacia. And then from here, I believe we do. Oh, so we got the 5, and then we summon the Mooling Glacia. We work out 2 cards, Widow Anchor and Ace. You do get the engage back. So probably engage I probably shouldn't have banished, because it does get back to their hand, because then I probably could have ripped it with Glacia, but it is what it is. I'm obviously going to go for Area 0. Never hit this card because they get to summon after that, so you never want to do that. I would highly suggest just let it stay on the field. Don't even worry about that card. Just worry about their monsters. So here they use their curly base, and then they're gonna put back Ray, and then they're obviously gonna get engaged to get, I guess, a Widow Anchor. I did hit one of their Widow Anchors, so they're gonna need it back, and then they're gonna use a Widow Anchor, take away the Glacia, go Rose, and summon. I think in this replay, summon Hayate. They say we are able to get around it. Well, with Glacia, we dodge that to get back Ateus, and we have Arya, so we can search out whatever next turn. Obviously, Glacia dies. We send. We summon back. We're gonna summon back Megalo because, you know, Moon Glacia is gonna come back to us. And then since we send Heavy Infantry, pops the Hayate. Surprised they didn't use the Ray. Oh no, they shuffle back the Ray. I just remembered that. So they can't even, you know, bring it back. Now it's our turn. Go into attack. Activate Aria. Get rid of Minstrel. We don't need it. And then we're gonna use Teus, summon that. We're gonna get Speed Special, and they scooped. So they're like, ah, fuck, I'm not even gonna try to. They're not even gonna try to. So when they don't have the Ray, it really does mess them up sometimes. Oh, so I see we're playing Trap Tricks. Luckily, I have the one Lightning Storm that I got from the little Bundaroo they have. So they set. Obviously, we're gonna draw. We don't have the best hand, but we're gonna obviously do Lightning Storm and get rid of the back row. Mantis obviously is going to send something back. They don't have to reset with Mantis, so that way they can kind of keep a card and they don't want it to get destroyed. So we got Whenever Travel, Triple Tactics. We get to shuffle a card back because it did activate a monster effect on our turn. 1 for 1, we're like, screw it, we'll ditch it. We need Neptibus, and we should be able to go from game here. Especially now we know what their hand and stuff, we can get over it. And obviously with Deep Sea Aria, get rid of whatever, get back something. Obviously we're going to get Heavy Infantry, so we get rid of that Mantis. Do that. You know how Mermails goes. Chain, and then they're going to scoop, obviously. So like I said, a lot of these are going to be really short, because I say we just got to put the pressure on. So go ahead, we have to go first, kind of sucks, but obviously Dragoons and Teus is broken. Chain. They don't have the Ash, so we're going to obviously search. I think in this earlier version of Mermails, I did have Pike just because, and also I don't think I had Marksman after in the beginning, because usually in my real life I don't play Marksman, but in Master Duel, since it's a 1-of, I kind of have to play it just in case I'm like afraid of a back row or something. But here we're gonna do usual. We're gonna say Glacia, and then we're trying to set up the, you know, Mooling Glacia play by getting 5 in the grave, chain. Gunde, and chain after that, so that way hopefully we don't care if we really do something from grave. It kind of helps, but like I said, It's just more to chain block, and that way Megalo, we also get our spell negate. Then regularly gonna have Malinglacia, and then we should have 5 engrave. Malinglacia is gonna rip 2 cards. Oh, we're playing against Dark Magician. And then we're gonna overlay, and since I did see we were playing Dark Magician, I was like, I'm gonna go into Gaios because then they won't be able to attack, because it's kind of like a gravity bind. And then we set the Imperm, and we have Ash. It's kind of like one of the best hands you can have. Sometimes there are better hands, but in this case, so they go first, or they go for their turn. Magician's Raw. They're gonna obviously try to search. We're gonna say nope. Forehead says no, and then they just pass. Our turn, we draw, and something that goes on here. Well, obviously Neptibus, we get to, it's for cost. But it's like, oh, we don't really have a negate. We have impermanent. So even though we're negating Magician's Rod's effect, we're also negating that as well. So sometimes that's why I always want to put in that middle column, because when they do set, we can use it as a spell negate, spell trap negate. So here we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna link, because that is not really useful to us. We're gonna summon Unicorn because we don't want it on the field. Discard because it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna just try to go for game here. Go Arya, send the Diva, add the Diva. I don't even think we normal summon, and they just scoop it up. Oh man, this one's more recent. In this deck, or in this duel, I am playing Phantasm Spirals, as you've seen in our other video where I played some duels. And yeah, this match was pretty crazy. So they're gonna go first, and at first I'm like, what are they playing? And if they reason, I'm like, oh shit. Play 4, and like, oh shit, they're playing Witchcrafters. Alright. So I have done this deck profile before, so I kind of have an idea what to hit and what not to hit. And here I try to Ash the creation because I really don't want them to search, but then they had callback area, so I was like, oh shit. Oh well, it is what it is. And yeah, so they get to get the creation off. They get the Golem. I don't know why her name's Golem. Our turn. And what sucks about Phantasm Spiral sometimes, if you don't have the pacifist, it really sucks. But it is what it is. We got to draw. We got Megalo Smasher. We're in perm. I'm kind of thinking I can get over their stuff. That's why I am perm first. I said in the beginning I wasn't playing well, but and then they can get back their spells, and that's why I did the so I can get over it, and then this they can summon Hane, and then Hane gets to pop. At this point I was literally dead to rights. I was like, I don't, and then Jenny can copy stuff, and they get that stuff back. Yeah, so Holiday, and then Jenny discard, you summon more from the deck. I do summon limit because I don't want them to summon more. So she summons another one, and this is gonna come up, but the Hane is a hard once per turn to pop. So that, like I said, that's gonna come up later in the duel. So obviously you're gonna go as much damage as possible. 24, 24, 28, and I'm like, okay, main phase 2. I'm at 400. I'm like, bruh, what am I gonna do? And they get spells back. A spell back. But like I said, Hane is only a hard once per turn. So I have Planet Pathfinder. Golem has to go back. I'm thinking here, Monster Reborn. I need this Planet Pathfinder to go off. So I'm a Monster Reborn. I'm a Summon Megalo Smasher. And knowing them, they're gonna pop it, or they're gonna pop something. Whatever they're gonna do. I was like, I would do that. But fine. I don't give a damn. They pop Summon Limit or Megalo Smasher. Oh no, they pop Summon Limit. I'm like, fine. Can't pop anymore. Planet Finder. Boom, boom. Get the Pacifist. I'm good. Don't attack. I got it. So if they activate an effect, I'm good. And the thing that was really confused was I have no idea why they didn't go and just try to pop it, and they will go into a rank up. I was like, all right, that's fine. They activate an effect, cool. I'm gonna just start summoning a token, and I'm gonna start getting cards. So now I gotta methodically think about what I'm gonna pop and what not. And also because I can't protect the pacifist. So it's like, I really hope, and like I said, that's why I was so confused that they did that they ranked up. But what can you do? So then they go into Golem. She actually tribute summoned, I believe. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get rid of that Golem. Not really worried about the E-Bomb because they can't even resolve the effect anyway. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. This is the other thing too. If they activate more effects, they summon Phoenix. I have no idea why. And since they activate an effect, I get a token again. I don't get to search, but I get a token, so I get some defense. I draw, lost one. I'm like, all right, cool. Some effect negation, and I can get over stuff. Patronus is an annoying card. I will say that because then they can get back like freaking 3-4 spells, especially later in the duel. Is gonna come up. Right now, I'm like, I need to get rid of a monster. I'm like, all right, cool. We're good for now. It sucks that with the token out, I can't summon another token. So I'm just gonna wait till they attack. I'm gonna just let them do whatever, and I'm gonna wait for them to attack, and this is exactly what they do. What they're gonna end up doing. And then Very comes out. I'm just like, ugh. Then creation. They get more searching. They summon. They're really going for it. But since they have no spells in hand or anything, Very's not gonna go over. The lost win. Boom, boom. They lose their golem. And obviously they can't get over my thing. So I'm like, okay, maybe I have a chance. Okay. So we go ahead, draw. I'm like, okay, fist. I can at least, it can be in some kind of, it could be like a judgment. So I'm like, okay, my turn is gonna just go, bam, do some damage. Like I said, little by little, I don't know how I'm alive still. And also, I'm really worried about that Magician's card because it can negate a spell, so it can negate my effect of my pacifist. They can't really do anything, so they just go end phase, and they probably want to go end phase because they're gonna need their spells back, especially if they haven't used them this turn or their turn. So then they got all this stuff back, and they kind of, and then like you see, he or she literally refilled almost their whole hand. And I'm like, bruh. I'm like, okay, well, one at a time. And then I'm like, ooh, got Sea Stealth Attack. This is a good ass card because this can help protect my pacifist. And also, like, we'll see what it comes. But so Holiday activates. I'm gonna use Sea Stealth Attack. Fine. And then also I'm gonna use later. So they're gonna summon back because now they can start popping stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna use Sea Stealth Attack effect. Get rid of the token because the token's gonna come back anyway. And I can protect my pacifist and Sea Stealth Attack. So Starlight Road is kind of annoying, or I mean, I don't get to, but then it does this, and since they activate another effect, I get to do it again. So that's why I get my token, and then I get another card, so I got another Spiral Battle. They try to attack, I'm gonna be like, nope, pop, and I got rid of that because I really need my pacifist to resolve. And with Sea Stealth Attack out, it makes my token a Cataster, even if it's in defense. I draw, and I'm like, okay, I got Fushida. Alright, it is what it is. Right now, we're going to try to attack that because, you know, my monster's basically, how do you say, a Cataster. So get rid of Vere, so that way they can't try to get over with attack and stuff. Cool. They do get Patronus up on the field. And then from here, they're going to use Patronus. And then, like I said, I'm going to use Sea Stealth Attack again. Get rid of it. Protect my face of spells and traps. And then once this resolves, I assume I'm going to get another token again. Yep, and then Pacifist, I get a token again. And then the Pacifist, I get... And then now I'm thinking I need some effect negation. So I got Spiral Power in this case. So obviously they're activating spells, blah, 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 blah. And then they use this. The thing about Unveiling is that you can't respond to them. So I'm like, it's fine, whatever. They can't even get over my monster anyway because of Sea Stealth Attack. And also one thing you should just start noticing, they're going to start having face-up stuff. And also, they do get rid of my Sea Stealth Attack, but I do have the Spiral Power, so I can make it lose 1,000. And obviously their monster doesn't die, but they do take 200 damage, and it can't get over me. And we're going to obviously just see, we're going to just put back Sea Stealth Attack. As you can see, they have 4 spells and traps in their zones. Now they have 5. And I'm like, alright, that's fine. And then obviously Golem, because it was summoned or whatever, has to go back to the hand. So that's what's resolving right now. And Patronus is going to be shuffling, try to add back stuff. So Patronus is a really good card. I didn't have it when I did my deck profile because I didn't have it at the time. It is a really good card. Right now I'm like, oh shit, they can't summon anything. I gotta start poking. So 2,000. Nice set 2. One's a bluff, and the other one I'm gonna need. Standby phase, main phase. Like I said, they're shuffling stuff back, but they can't do anything because they've locked themselves out of the spell and trap zone. So I'm like, wow, as long as I don't pop, especially those two middle ones, those two in the middle where they get stuff, they can't do anything. They can't, their spells are useless. And like I said, I keep getting rid of, since they keep going back and forth with the thing, you know, they're searching, but you can't use them. And at this point, I'm like, okay, got Megalo Smasher, summon, attack, attack, attack. Gotta start poking. I have a shooter in hand, but it's still not enough because it's only 15. So that's why I just attack for 2k. And I have Judgment now. So now I got like a bunch of traps. So they want to activate anything, not gonna work. And like I said, they locked themselves out of the spell and trap. So now they can't do anything. Now I'm like, okay, this is my one chance. They can't do anything. I'm gonna summon Vishuda, attack for 15, and then attack for game. Or try to attack for game, but obviously they surrender. And I was like, I can't believe I just came back from that duel. Yeah, it was crazy. I will not lie to you. Yeah, that was an incredible match, to say the least. But yeah, it was really fun. Like I said, I know Master Duel right now is not looking like a lot of fun for a lot of people. They did just introduce Diamond. I guess that adds for people to, you know, go back into playing a little bit, you know, try to make them read something. But I don't know, even I don't play it that much, and I play it every once in a while. But it's like I always say, it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoy these replays. Like I said, just a little some of some live gameplay, I guess you could say. Also, like my thinking during the duel and stuff like that. And like I said, like with that last duel, I was sweating bullets. You know, I was at 400. I was dead to rights, but I was able to come back, and I believe in the heart of the cards. That's all it was. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on the social media platforms that we are on: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We want to get to hear your opinions about stuff. Let us know down in the comments what you think about those replays. How is it that I came back in that Phantasm Spiral match against Witchcrafters? I don't even know. I still believe it's the heart of the cards. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.